Stop making excuses. Right now, you are sitting there with $0 in your bank account, blaming the economy, blaming your boss, blaming inflation, blaming everyone except the person in the mirror. You are broke because you deserve to be broke. You have no plan. You are winging it. You are copying what poor people do and wondering why you stay poor. That is insanity. I'm Kevin O'Leary. I started in a basement. I built a multi-million-dollar empire. I didn't get here by hoping. I didn't get here by wishing. I got here because I understand one fundamental truth. Money is my soldier. I send it out to war every morning, and I expect it to come back with prisoners. And right now, your soldiers are dead. They're not even on the battlefield. They're sitting in some subscription service you forgot you had, or in the drive-thru you hit 3 times this week, or in that car payment you can't afford. But here's the thing that nobody tells you. Starting 2026 with $0, that's not your death sentence. That's your opportunity. If you're willing to stop being a victim and start being a soldier, I'm going to give you the exact battle plan to go from broke to solvent in 12 months. Not theory, not hope, a specific step-by-step assault on poverty. But first, let me be clear. The information I'm about to give you, this costs thousands at my seminars. I'm giving it to you for free, but I have a condition. Subscribe to Capital Rules right now. If you enjoy being mediocre, if you enjoy starting every year broke and ending it broker, if you enjoy complaining instead of conquering, click away. Go watch some motivational garbage about manifesting money. But if you want the cold, hard blueprint, if you want to think like a shark, hit that subscribe button. Do it now. Don't be the person who looks back in 12 months and says, I should have listened. Subscribe. Let's go to war. The 3 advantages of being broke. Here's what might surprise you. If I had to start 2026 with $0, I wouldn't be scared. I'd be excited because starting with nothing gives you 3 massive advantages that rich people have lost. Advantage 1, you can take risks they can't. The poor person's mentality, I'm broke, I have nothing, woe is me. The rich reality, how I see it, when you have nothing to protect. No lifestyle to maintain, no country club membership you're desperate to keep, no BMW lease you're terrified of losing. I see rich people all the time who are slaves. They make $300,000 a year but spend $295,000 maintaining their image. They're trapped. They can't take risks because they might have to downgrade. You're free. Freedom is the ultimate wealth advantage. Use it. Advantage 2, your mistakes are cheap. The poor person's mentality, I can't afford to fail. The rich reality, when I make a mistake, it costs me millions. When Warren makes a mistake, it costs billions. But your mistakes, a few hundred, maybe 1,000. That's tuition. That's nothing. You can experiment. You can try 3 or 4 different income streams. One of them will work. The failures are just research and development. Advantage 3, compound interest hasn't destroyed you yet. The mathematical reality. Most people don't understand that poverty compounds too. Every year you waste between age 20 and 40 costs you roughly $100,000 in retirement money. But if you're starting right now, today, you can make up for lost time. The math is still on your side if you stop bleeding money immediately. Step 1, January. Stop the bleeding. The poor person's mentality, I deserve to enjoy life. I'll start saving next month. That's why you're broke. That mentality is a disease, and it's eating your financial future alive. The rich reality, how I see it. If you're starting with $0, money is leaving your life faster than it's coming in. That stops today, not next month, not when you feel stable. Today. The math. Car payment. If you're broke, you don't have a car payment. Sell it. Buy a $3,000 Honda Civic with cash. Payment eliminated. $400 month. Insurance saved. $150 month. Annual savings $600. Eating out, gone. You cook every meal. Rice, beans, eggs, chicken. Cost $5 day. Most people spend that on one lunch. Annual swing $4,000. Subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, gym, gone. All of it. Read books from the library. Do push-ups in your living room. Annual savings, $600,000. That's over $11,000 in 1 year just by stopping the bleeding. The poor person says, "But Kevin, that's no way to live." I say, the only thing you deserve when you're broke is to stop being broke. Everything else is a luxury you haven't earned yet. Chart Step 2, February and March, maximum income assault. The poor person's mentality. I'll invest $50 a month and get rich slowly. That's cute. That's also mathematically illiterate. The rich reality. You can't invest your way out of poverty with pocket change. If you're starting with zero, putting $50 into index funds isn't changing your life. Not this year, not next year, maybe in 30 years when you're too old to enjoy it. Forget investing for 60 days. Your only mission is income warfare. The battle plan. Full-time job during the day, whatever pays the most, freelance work in the evenings, 3 to 4 hours, weekend gig, driving, delivery, handyman work, another $500 a month. The poor person says, "That's too hard, I'll burn out." The rich reality. You know what's hard? Being 65 years old and broke. You know what burnout really is? Working until you're 75 because you didn't work hard enough at 35. The math. 70-hour weeks for 8 weeks. Maximum effort. Goal, $5,000 saved by April 1st. $5,000 doesn't sound like much to a rich person, but when you're starting from zero, it's everything. It's your first leverage. It's proof you can delay gratification. It's the moment you stop thinking like a broke person and start thinking like an investor. Step 3, April through June. Build the emergency wall. The poor person's mentality. I have $5,000, time to invest. Let's buy some stocks. Don't. That instinct is why you stay broke. The rich reality, how I see it. Here's what happens to broke people who invest too early. An emergency hits, car breaks down, medical bill, job loss, and suddenly they have to sell their investments at the worst possible time, usually at a loss to cover basic expenses. Then they're back to zero. Then they quit. I've watched this pattern destroy people for decades. The mathematical reality. For 3 months, April through June, you're building your emergency wall. That's $10,000 in cash, just sitting there. Boring. Earning maybe 4% in a high-yield savings account. Most investment gurus will say this is stupid. You're losing money to inflation. Put it in the market. Ignore them. They've never been broke. They don't understand the psychology of scarcity. The math. By June, you have $15,000 total. $10,000 emergency fund, $5,000 investment capital. That $15,000 buys you something more valuable than returns. It buys you set time. If you lose your job, you survive 3 to 6 months. If an emergency hits, you handle it without debt. This is the foundation every wealthy person has that nobody talks about. It's not sexy, it's not exciting, but it's absolutely essential. Step 4, July and August. Invest in your earning machine. The poor person's mentality. Now I buy stocks, Bitcoin, real estate. No, you're not ready for any of that. You're ready for one thing, investing in yourself. The rich reality. The highest return investment you can make right now is in your own earning ability. The math. You have $5,000 investment capital. Here's where I'd deploy those soldiers. $2,000, skills that increase income. If you're making 20-hour, spend $2,000 on a certification that gets you to 35-hour. Coding boot camp, real estate license, CDL, whatever. Spend $2,000 to earn $15 more per hour. That's a 750% annual return. Show me a stock that does that. $1,000, tools for independent income. Laptop and software if you can write, quality tools if you can build, inventory if you can sell. Own the means of production for your own income stream. $1,000, networking and positioning. Industry conferences, professional groups, taking people to lunch who are where you want to be. Every major opportunity I've ever had came from knowing the right person at the right time. $1,000 Opportunity Fund. Deals pop up, distressed goods you can flip, emergency equipment, keep dry powder ready. The poor person says, but Kevin, I want to own stocks. Stocks will still be there next year, and you'll have more money to invest with then. Right now, the best investment is closing the income gap between where you are and where you need to be. Watch Step 5. September and October. Build the second income stream. By September, if you followed this plan, you're in a completely different position. $10,000 emergency fund, untouched, $5,000 invested in skills and tools, earning more per hour than January, still living lean. Now we build what separates the wealthy from everyone else. Passive income. The poor person's mentality, passive income, drop shipping, sell courses, get rich quick. That's garbage. That's not passive income. That's a scam dressed in a Lamborghini. The rich reality, real passive income is boring. It's dividend stocks. It's rental property. It's money working while you sleep. Option 1, dividend stocks. The math. By September, you've saved another $3,000 from increased income. Put it into boring, reliable, dividend-paying companies. Soap, toothpaste, insurance. Companies that have paid dividends for 50 years. At 4% yield, $3,000 generates $120 a year. That's 10 month. The poor person laughs. $10? That's nothing. The rich reality. That $10 you didn't work for. Next month, add $300 more. Month after, another $300. By December, $10 becomes $40. Next year, $200 month. In 5 years, $2,000 month. That's how wealth is built. Dollar by dollar. Soldier by soldier. Option 2, rental property. The math. If you saved aggressively, by September you have $20,000 total. With FHA loans, you can put 3.5% down on a small duplex. Live in one unit, rent the other. The rent covers most of your mortgage. You're building equity. You're living nearly free. In 10 years, you own a $200,000 asset. Capital working for you. Soldiers coming back with prisoners. Step 6, November, the discipline test. This is where most people break. And frankly, this is where I find out if you're a shark or a minnow. The poor person's mentality, I've been so good all year, I deserve to treat myself. It's the holidays. And they blow $2,000 on Christmas gifts and holiday travel and a new wardrobe because they earned it. January comes, they're back to broke. Another year wasted. I've watched this pattern for decades. November and December destroy more financial progress than any other months. The rich reality, how I see it, just because you earned $60,000 this year doesn't mean you have $60,000. If you spent $58,000, you have $2,000. That's the only number that matters. The battle plan. Spend nothing extra. No holiday inflation, gifts that cost nothing, your time, homemade food, handwritten letters. Tell your family, I'm building a foundation this year. Next year I can be generous. This year I finish what I started. Some people won't understand. Some people will judge you. Let them. They're not paying your bills. They're not building your empire. They're not thinking like sharks. November is about protecting progress. It's about crossing the finish line without tripping at the last moment. Hold the line. Don't break. Stay disciplined. Diwali. Step 7, December. Plan year. 2. If you actually followed this plan, and I mean actually followed it, not just nodded along, here's where you are. $10,000 emergency fund. Second income stream generating $50, $200 a month. Increased primary income from new skills, tools, and certifications making you more valuable. Proof that you can delay gratification and execute. In 12 months, you went from zero to solvent. That's not nothing. That's everything. But here's the thing. You're not done. You're just getting started. Year 1 was defense. Year 2 is offense. Now you can take more risks, invest more aggressively, start that business, buy that rental property, leave that job holding you back because you have 6 months of expenses saved and a backup income stream. the December plan. Sit down, write out year 2. What's my income goal? What's my savings target? What's the next skill? What's the next investment? What does my life look like in 24 months if I keep this up? Commit to it the same way you committed to year 1. Shakuryu, the bottom line. That's the plan. 7 steps, 12 months, 0 to foundation. But let me be brutally honest with you. Most of you won't do it. You'll watch this. You'll nod. You'll say, yeah, that makes sense. And then you'll go right back to doing what you were doing before. Spending money you don't have. Hoping something magical happens. Copying broke people and wondering why you stay broke. And next year, you'll be sitting in the exact same place, watching the exact same video, wondering why nothing changed. Don't be that person. Don't be a bozo. If you're starting 2026 with nothing, you have a choice right now. Waste another year or commit to this plan. Not for a week, not for a month. For the entire year. I didn't build a multi-million-dollar empire by being nice. I built it by sending my money to war and demanding it come back with prisoners. Your money is sitting in a barracks doing nothing. It's time to deploy. Subscribe to Abstract Wealth. I'm teaching you how to build a fortress that no economy, no recession, no government can destroy. Stop the bleeding. Increase your income, build your wall, invest in yourself, create passive income, stay disciplined, plan your future. That's it. That's the whole plan. Now get out there and execute.